I'd like to call to order the Lewis County Board of County Commissioners business meeting of June 22nd to order. There is a quorum. 2 of us are present with Commissioner Stamper excused. Commissioner Schulte, would you like to lead us in the flag salute?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Chair, I move to approve the minutes of June 15th, 2015.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of June 15th, 2015. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Any public comment? No public comment.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the consent agenda, 9 items. Resolution number 15-182 to 15190.
Second. All right. Item number 1.
Good morning. I'm Grace Jimenez from the Auditor's Office, speaking on item number 1, Resolution 15-182. This is the warrants for payment for the week of June 15th through June 19th. We had 235 regular warrants, warrants number 724-908 through 725-050, and 725-256 through 725-347 for a total of $518,567.57. We also had 244 payroll warrants, warrant number 725-348 to 725-591 for a total of $277,979. Nothing out of the ordinary this week. That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Grace.
Thank you.
Could you also pass along to the Auditor's Office congratulations for the new ballot box in Morton at the Morton Senior Center? That's
yeah, we're very excited
nicely
about it.
done.
Yeah, really cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to
The
talk?
next one is resolution number 15183. It's a distressed counties funds. We pay a percentage of that money each year for tourism-related items, and the city of Chehalis and the steam train asked for 100, and we have awarded $50,000 to the rebuild of the Chehalis steam train.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Mr.
Tim Elsey, Public Works Director, speaking to items 3 through 6 on your consent agenda. Item number 3 is resolution number 15-184, approving a local agency agreement and federal aid prospectus with the Washington State Department of Transportation for the County Safety Program Phase 2. This project is listed as priority number 8 in Lewis County's amended 6-year transportation improvement program, and it's funded through the Federal Highway Administration's Highway Safety Improvement Program in the amount of $1.2 million roughly, with a 10% local match requirement, but only for the preliminary engineering. You've already approved phase 1 of this project, which mainly was for the flexible guidepost or carcinite delineators on roadways. This will basically, mainly fund slope flattening, shoulder widening, and guardrail on the priority roads within the county.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Next.
Item number 4 on your consent agenda, which is resolution number 15-185. This is approving an agreement regarding proposed purchase of a property located at 3460 Jackson Highway in Chehalis. This is a property that came for sale recently, and it surrounds the Central Shop facility out off of Jackson Highway. It's a 14-acre parcel, and we're proposing to purchase this parcel for $135,000.
Questions? Okay.
Next item on your agenda, number 5, resolution number 15-186. This is a proposed establishment of a change in Roundtree Road. Again, as you're aware, we are making some improvements to Roundtree Road. In order to do that, we have to acquire right-of-way. And the RCWs require that we do this through an establishment because it's an alteration of the road. And this is the process of starting the establishment of that roadway. And it will require an engineer's report and to be filed with the Board of County Commissioners. And this will initiate that process.
Is this the piece of property or the road that's being washed out by the river?
It is, and this is just a sliver of right-of-way that we have to acquire. We've already acquired the parcel there at the end. And finally, for me at least, item number 6, resolution number 15-187, and this is a bid award for the Ceres Hill Culvert material purchase. And we did receive responsive bids on this. The engineer's estimate, if I could get my computer to work, would be great. Engineer's estimate was around $105,000.
105,105. I've got it on a sheet of paper here.
That's probably helpful. And the bid came back less than 11% higher than that. And we're recommending awarding this to Old Castle Materials.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Napier.
Good morning, Lee Napier, Director of Community Development, speaking on agenda items 7, 8, and 9. Beginning with item number 7, resolution 15-188. This is approval of a second supplemental agreement between Kramer Consulting and Lewis County. Jim Kramer is the consultant and facilitator for the Flood Authority. Lewis County is the fiscal agent for the Flood Authority. Mr. Kramer has been working for the Flood Authority, and the Flood Authority would like him to continue that work, hence the reason for the second supplemental agreement. The contracts with the Flood Authority and with the consultants typically run on the biennium, so we'll be extending this contract from July 1 of 2015 through June 30th of 2017, pending approval of the state budget. Any questions on this item?
Is Mr. Kramer still working through the Ruckle House Center?
Correct. Item 8, Resolution 15-189, another supplemental agreement. This one, the fourth supplemental agreement for Scott Betcher, who also assists the Flood Authority through SBGH Partners. And like Mr. Kramer, Mr. Betcher has supported the Flood Authority for many years, and the Flood Authority would like to continue that working relationship with him and has requested that we extend his contract. His contract, again, would be extended from July 1 of 2015 through June 30th of 2017, pending approval of a state budget.
I just wanted to comment that Mr. Kramer and Mr. Betcher really provide us excellent work, and we've made a lot of progress with them, and they're very responsive to the needs we have. And Mr. Kramer, you know, who does do work through the Ruckle House Center, we're paying him through Kramer Consulting at this point. But anyway, we're very happy with the work we receive from these folks.
Moving on to agenda item 9. This would be to ratify the restrictions on outdoor burning throughout Lewis County. This is Resolution 15-190. This actually took effect at 12:01 on June 19th. So this is currently in effect, and I'm asking that the board ratify that action. And I was looking on my phone, and apparently now the state lands are also observing a restriction on outdoor burning as well.
For the west side now, yes.
Just one comment. It's interesting that we're talking about both the Flood Authority and burn ban.
Yes.
Last week, there was a 26-acre fire in, what was it, Green Diamond? Logging property. And when the helicopters went to dip water out of the river, the pools are fairly shallow for this time of year, and they actually dipped out of a body of water on a private property to be able to fill their buckets to fight the fire. And it occurred to Edna, who mentioned it recently, that it will help if we have a reservoir of water, not only for in-stream flow for fish, but as a spot where they can dip water out for firefighting, because it looks like that kind of year. But it's interesting that those two issues both came up today after the forest fire.
One after another. Yes.
No further questions?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda, items 1 through 9, resolution number 15-182 through 190. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Now I will call to order a public hearing regarding the franchise to Lost Valley and Wendling Road rights of way in Lewis County, resolution number 15-191. We will first have a staff report, followed by a question and answer period. We will then close the question and answer period and open the hearing for formal testimony. And public testimony will be for 3 minutes, and Ms. Hallam will time anyone giving that testimony. And anyone who would like to testify, we do have a sign-up sheet. If you'd like to sign up for that, please do so now. Okay, now we'll go with the staff report. Mr. Elsey.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is actually a renewal of a franchise that was approved for the Raymonds in 2010. And Lewis County Code 12.20 and RCW 36.55 require that all utility installations on county road rights-of-ways be authorized by a franchise or license from the county. An application for a franchise has been received from Renee and Jeanette Raymond to construct, operate, and maintain water system facilities within Lost Valley and Wendling Road rights-of-way in Lewis County. A hearing was set by Resolution 15-161 on June 1st, 2015, to give all required notices to the public, and it's set today at this time as the hearing date. This is a franchise for a water line to their property along those roads, rights of ways. It's a non-exclusive franchise, and it's for a period of 5 years from the date of the franchise. It may be renewed at the sole discretion of the county by resolution of the Board of County Commissioners for an additional 5-year period upon written request of the parties.
Okay. Commissioner Schulte, do you have any questions for
I just
Mr.
have
Elsey?
one question. That's not Renee Raymond, the attorney, that's his son, right?
Yeah, it's RJ.
It's RJ, that's what I thought.
Okay. All right. So we'll open the question and answer period for the public to ask questions. Yes.
It's Ron
Ron
Averill,
Averill.
Centralia. I just wanted to point out it was RJ that's out there. This is off the Boisfort water system. And RJ's out location that's off of the normal path for them, and they had to pay all the costs to extend that line. And it's quite a distance, isn't it?
It is, I want to say it's about half a mile.
Yeah, it's about a mile. So
They extended it in 2000.
But they needed that to get water out to their property, and of course it was my fault that we went to 5 years contracts, because we didn't. The purpose of that was to make sure that someone in the county government, either from the staff or the commissioners, actually remembered that the contract existed. We were running in the contracts that were 100 years old that no one knew about, and all of a sudden we were dealing with them. But this is a good contract, and
Any other question?
Yeah, that's
Ron, I have one other question. Didn't we ask them to run a larger line than
Yes, we
originally
did.
proposed?
Yeah.
So if anybody else wanted
wanted to
hook up,
join the line, right?
say that.
Yeah.
Any other questions? If not, we'll close the question and answer period. Mr. Elsey, would you like your opening comments to be incorporated into the hearing?
No, I'd like to go through it again, please. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I would like it to be incorporated.
All right. We'll open the hearing for public testimony, and we have none. If there's anybody else out there who would like to add their name to that?
I just wanted to clarify, when they made the original request, they asked for like a 1-inch water line to run out their property, and we asked them to put a larger water line because it's such a distance that if anybody else wanted to hook up to that water line, it would be foolish to make them run 2 or 3 lines out so they can tap out. It's a Boisfort water line. Other people could tap into it, so it's they were very reasonable to work with.
Okay, we'll close the hearing for public testimony. Call for the question.
I move to approve the granting the right-of-way resolution number 15191.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to approve resolution number 15-191. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
With no further business, I move we adjourn.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Enjoy your day. And belated Happy Father's Day.